Ready? Oh my god. Gotta find the remote so I can change the input. You guys can't see this part, but I always start recording on the PC and then I change the input on my TV so I can see the game.
That's
and that's
the scenes
why
trivia.
At the beginning of every episode there's like a minute of stillness.
Welcome back to Shadows of the Damned, aka the game where Hope just goes, wow, that's really cool, every 5 minutes.
Yes, that's the premise of the game. It's the idea of the game. Actually, I closed the doors in here to make it less, like, weird, and that it just actually became more echoey.
It created an echo chamber.
It created a bizarre echo chamber, and it feels wrong. Alright, let's get into this shit. You're watching fucking Vic and Hope play.
We can hear the echo. Is that okay?
Oh, I gotta turn the TV down. I thought something was weird.
Okay, yeah. That's part of why it was an echo chamber.
We could hear our own voices coming through the speakers of my computer. Guys, you're watching the... This is the equivalent, like, me and Conrad's Let's Play, split up as like an alternate version of The Biggest Problem in the Universe split up, where, but, you know, Conrad is like the Maddox and I'm like the Dick, but instead of Dick going on to be way more popular and profitable, Dick goes on to lose all of his audience and make no money. And that's the show, guys! Welcome!
Welcome to the show!
Digibros!
Oh shit, those baby dolls are like flailing around.
What the fuck? Where?
They were in the tree. No, scoot to the left.
What?
That was your other left. Those guys.
Oh,
When you get near them, they move.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's like,
something.
Have you ever seen that island? It's like somewhere in Mexico that like it's this little tiny island and it's just covered in baby dolls that are hanging all over the place.
Oh, that place is fucked, man.
That place, fucking God. You couldn't pay me to go there.
Oh yeah, I gotta like, how do I do the...
Are you trying to do
There
light
we go.
shot? What are you trying?
I was
You're
trying to
doing
do
the bomb guy, yeah.
Yeah, cool. This game got a lot darker now. Like, I feel like I can't fucking see anything. Holy shit.
Yeah, shoot him with
Alright,
your
guys.
bomb placer guy.
We're playing Shadow of the Damned. God damn it.
God damn.
Having a good time. I'm enjoying my own face. Let's get right into it. Hope let's stop beating around the bush, man. Let's get right into some topics, man. Some fucking topics.
Some fresh topics.
I'm reorienting myself to recording a Let's Play, remembering the tax on the mind and the body. It feels super bright in here. You want to turn the light off?
Sure.
It feels so bright.
I guess
I guess because the game is dark and it's so bright. Well, there we go. I feel
shit,
more.
God
Oh fuck! Hope spilled her water all over the floor.
My fucking water. God fucking damn it.
You want to clean that up? You know what? I'll just restart the session.
Here, it'll only take a minute. I'm just gonna throw the towel on. It's water. It's
Okay, I'll just edit this out.
It's okay. They can know that I'm an idiot and I spilled my water.
Everyone, Hope spilled her water, and we're keeping it in. I don't want to edit this shit. We're keeping it in, guys. We're playing Shadow of the Damned. Hope spilled her water. We're getting. This is a great start to this.
Victor just danced around my water when he was like closing the doors, and I was like, I carefully moved it out of the way, and then I get up to turn the fucking lights off, and I kick the fucking water
out of my way into your. Oh god, my controller fucking rumbling like hell.
Ooh.
We're getting into some shit. We're getting into the real fucking meat of the game here, man.
Rumble pack.
We're in a spooky swamp. We can't see shit because there's so much vignetting on the screen. It's gonna get spooky.
That's called art.
It's gonna get a little spooky, fellas.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my Jesus.
Oh, hey, it's one of the guys from the first level.
Oh, yeah, it's one of those dudes who was dead.
Yeah, he's got the aorta coming out of his back.
Alright, I gotta remember to fucking play this game.
This guy's pretty neat.
Put a bomb on his face.
Hey, that's a good thought.
I don't think that made a difference, but it was something.
It sure was a thought.
I think I just heard him normally.
They wasted no time in trying to fuck you here.
Right? The big scary man.
It's a big fucking dude. He's got a tree.
Jesus Christ! Oh god, he does have a tree. It reminds me of the spooky swamp men in Dark Souls 3. There's like these big, like sort of deer-headed dudes that are all spooky.
Hit him? Well,
yeah,
late.
I thought he was dead, so like I was just walking away. Oh god, at least he didn't do a shitload of damage. Alright, but he dropped his tree. That's nice.
Maybe he'll pick it back up if you fuck around too long.
Got him. Running low on that ammo. Oh yeah, I got a whole lot of this ammo. Fuck!
Ooh. He's a spicy boy.
He is a spicy man. Let's give me your first. What's your first topic, Hope? Let's talk about something. Let's not flounder as much as the new Digi and May that came out, where they were playing Majora's Mask in Mega Man, and they just like by the end they're like, this was a terrible idea.
Are you saying that we're notorious for faffing about?
In the first episode, yeah. It usually takes us an episode to acclimate to doing the stream.
We're intro faffers.
I was mostly making fun of them.
We're good at faffing about during the first episode.
We fuck around, we beat around the bush for an episode, we stretch it out.
There's been a lot of dead bushes thanks to Digibros. Wow, rude. We're recording.
Fucking sick ass motorcycle out there.
Oh, I guess she never learned how to swim.
Oh, she drowning. She drowning.
Oh yeah, it shoots off fireworks.
Yeah, I gotta light these torches so I don't get the darkness.
The darkness.
So I got the... No, I don't.
Yeah, you don't have a strawberry for him.
He wants a brain.
Oh, he wants a brain.
Yeah.
I thought they only ate fruit.
No, they eat brains too.
Fruit and brains.
I don't know why they eat fruit and brains. He explained it, but I don't think we were paying attention.
Damn it.
Maybe it's because the strawberries have like the texture of brains.
Yeah, strawberries and brains have the same texture.
Yeah.
I've dissected a brain. Yeah, they have the same texture.
Oh, tell me about dissecting a brain. How's that?
I mean, I feel like it's really pedestrian because I've dissected a lot of shit, some of the same shit multiple times. I don't know how much other people have dissected things.
I'm sure most of our listeners haven't dissected a human brain.
It wasn't a human brain, it's a cow brain.
Okay. Well, that's not as fun.
You can't fucking...
I mean, a cow brain is still pretty hardcore.
You can't just dissect a human brain.
You can't if it's donated to science.
No!
What, do you dissect a cow brain while it's alive? What the fuck?
Do you think get donated to science?
I'm a fucking organ donor. Like,
I am too, but that organ donor means that a living human gets your organs when you die.
I thought they used it for science.
Donating
too.
your body to science is different. You put that in your will.
Oh, well, I want to put that in my will.
You don't have a living will, do you?
Well, I will eventually, and then I'll put.
I guess he will now.
I think it's important that people get to fuck around with my brain after I'm dead, because that's cool.
Okay, see, I'm glad that we're talking about this now, so that when you inevitably die, I'll know what to do with you.
Yeah, exactly. You don't I want my body to be useful. You know? I know there's no afterlife or anything. We could get into that. That's one of my topics. We want to get into one of my topics.
Oh. Well, let's talk about donating. Let's talk about the human shell and the scientific use versus the religious / sentimental use.
Yeah.
Cause so in my career of school, I've dissected 2 cats, a couple cow eyeballs, a couple cow brains.
Sick.
And a couple frogs, you know, the basic shit like that. And when I got into college, and I took the second part of anatomy, they let us actually have human cadavers. And that was a really interesting experience because I had obviously never seen a dead person, because why would I have?
Were they fat?
They were old.
I just want to throw it out.
Okay, they weren't fat, they were old.
Makes sense, because those are the kind of people who would have written a will, and thus for their body would have been donated to science, because young people don't write wills.
Because we're young, and we don't think we're gonna die. And we don't have money to go to a lawyer and write a will.
You know, some old people are cool and donate their bodies to science.
But yeah, these guys, seeing a cadaver for the first time is really interesting. It's the kind of thing I think everyone should see it, because it kind of... It's not scary, and it doesn't really, like, make you afraid, but it makes you just kind of go, huh. That's interesting.
I imagine there's a difference between seeing a dead person who's like on an operating table for scientific purpose and seeing a dead person that you knew in real life.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that before. Where I don't know if you would have known this because I knew you at the time, but we were only just like starting to be friends at that time. But it was the summer I worked at my dad's car dealership. And I was washing cars for a summer, and there was a guy who worked there, like, there were these 2 dudes. One of them was like the lot attendant, and the other guy was like another guy who worked with me doing the detailing, and they were both super fucking into Naruto.
Oh my god.
And they just like hang out and they talk about Naruto, and like they fucking love Naruto to a point where it's almost adorable because they're like these grown men who are like not otherwise like nerdy dudes. They were just really into Naruto and would get super jazzed and talk to each other about Naruto. And then one day that guy just like kind of didn't come into work, and then it turned out that he had like had an asthma attack or something, like while he was sleeping, and just died in his sleep.
His throat just like closed up and he asphyxiated?
He was just dead. And so it was like one day he was there geeking out about Naruto, and the next week he was not watching Naruto anymore. And I think that's the saddest part to me, is that he never got to finish Naruto, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That's really depressing.
That is
but
sad.
That's like the first time I've ever really known someone who died. And then like I went to his wake, and he had like the open casket, and so like I got to see him there.
Yeah. And
it was just like, fuck, that's him, you know? He's just there.
It's weird.
Like, open casket wakes are fucking weird.
It's very strange.
Because they also don't look like themselves, because they pump them full of shit, you know? Like, they don't really look
they have preservatives,
natural.
and they've had makeup done and whatnot.
But then they look alive, but they don't feel alive. You know, you can feel that they're dead.
Yeah.
And it's pretty weird.
The first funeral, I've only been to 2 funerals in my life, knock on wood. The first one, when I was a little girl, there was a older lady who lived next door that I was like really good friends with, and when she passed away, I went to her funeral. And then this year, my grandfather passed away, and I went to his funeral. And yeah, the open casket thing's really fucking weird, cause like I just couldn't even go in the room where the casket was. Like I would peek in there, but it's just like, nah.
It's strange.
I don't want to. It's not even that I was like close to him or super upset about him passing. It was just like I just didn't want to see that. Like it's just not something I want to see.
It's weird. Very weird. I'm sure some people know the feel, man.
Yeah, I'm sure. And maybe, you know, I'm a little bit of a baby about it. But I was just like, I don't want to see that.
What the fuck?
At all.
There's just like these fucking
it's a cage.
Rib cages.
Despite
like
all
literal,
your rage.
you know, it's a rib cage.
It's
that's
still
a
just
cage.
A rib cage.
It's a good environmental pun. All right.
But yeah. So, growing up, though, speaking of such things, my mom had always told me, like, when I die, just donate my body to science. And when I was little, that really freaked me out. Because, you know, you don't want to think about your parents dying when you're a little kid. Yeah. And if they did, you would want something physical that you could remember them by. And so I was always very, like, kind of against the idea as a kid, because I wanted to be able to have a place I could go where I knew my mom was, or like to have her ashes so that I knew, you know, where she was. But as I got older, the more I realized that, like, that's really dumb and selfish, and why would you do that when you could actually like help other people by donating your body to science? You know? Because like, otherwise it's gonna sit in the ground and it's gonna rot, and no one's gonna get anything out of it. And what was the point?
It never meant anything. It's just, I would at least like, I'd want to be buried outside of a casket so I can decompose and at least like become part of the, like, that's all growing up. I always wanted to be buried and then like have something grow from my remains, you know. But I've also been like a weird hippie child, so yes. That just makes sense to me.
Victor just wants to be reincarnated as a tree.
Literally I wrote a script about it.
Yeah.
Like the second script I ever wrote when I was 14 was about that. Because I watched what's it called? Fucking Darren Aronofsky's The Fountain, and like became obsessed with trees or something, and Arjuna, and then I was just like, I wanted that to be my fate. Was
he wants to be a tree.
Become part of nature through reincarnation as a tree.
That reminds me of this dumb, shitty, ironic poem.
How do I get rid of this shit? I don't remember. There's a mechanic here.
I don't know.
Remember what to do.
That 2 of my friends wrote for when I was in middle school, we had a Bible class, and during the class the teacher asked us to write a poem for some reason, and they wrote a poem about dying and being consumed by worms, and the teacher didn't like that very much. I remember the poem was just like super repetitive. It was like something about like cold dirt, and then there'd be like 3 lines of just going worms. And I remember like just dying during
really
class.
Into the worms, bro.
Well, it was completely no. It was these 2 were my friends. This was Ryan and Tyler.
Oh,
so it was completely ironic, and they were fucking with the teacher.
They're being dicks.
Yeah, but it was hilarious because it was a poem for Bible class. So like, who fucking cares?
Amazing.
But yeah, not nearly as deep as your tree.
What if that kid killed himself?
No, I wouldn't joke about it if it was an actual kid I didn't know.
I had written about dying and becoming a tree was also about killing yourself to become a tree.
Yeah,
like
no.
that
not
was
nearly,
what it was about.
I was gonna say, it's not nearly as like deep as yours. It was just something that was kind of funny.
It was about
a dumb poem about worms.
Suicide for the purpose of reincarnation, because I always I'd rather be a plant or an animal than a human being. And to live in peace without worry. What a great kid. What a jolly child. Dude, this fucking motorcycle. Chill the
Oh my god.
Chill the fuck out, dude.
Fucking Jeremy,
like,
dude.
It's like this guy. All that we call it Jeremy, the motorcycle.
Yes, this is Jeremy.
And it's like he's just sitting in his driveway, just
revving
it.
He's just fucking
for
revving.
No, like, he's not
like,
going
we get
anywhere.
it. You have a big dick. Fucking chill.
I don't know where he is. I feel like he can hear us now because all the fucking windows are open. It just sounds so close.
No, it's just obnoxious.
Just sitting in his driveway,
Jeremy's
revving his
just
fucking
fucking
motorcycle
revving
for no
in his
reason.
driveway.
Maybe you gotta like clear the pipes before you get going.
He doesn't
or something.
normally rev this much. He knows we're Let's Playing.
He is going ham.
Fuck these guys.
He hasn't gone this ham in a long time.
Yeah. So ever since we moved into this place, Jeremy has lived across the street from me, and he revs his engine at like late hours of the night.
Oh fuck! Oh Jesus!
Demons crawling out of his shit, man.
Oh god.
Jeremy, oh my god. Please, bro.
Fuck.
Ooh, yeah, you gotta shoot that goat. Shoot that goat. Dude.
I gotta upgrade my torch thing. Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
Vic always forgets to upgrade his weapons.
Well, I didn't realize how useful the torch would be until now. I'm getting like fucking ganked by these dudes.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Get the fucking gun out. Jesus Christ.
Jeremy.
I keep pressing the wrong fucking shoot button. Because they have too many fucking shoot buttons in this game.
Too many shoot buttons.
There we go. That's what I want to do. Jeremy spoken! Jeremy took us so fucking out of it. I don't even remember what we were talking
Jeremy.
about.
We were talking about
balls deep in some
worms,
discussion
and we were talking about your
death and
tree
shit.
reincarnation script.
How many minutes are we at now? What's our timer going? 18. Okay.
I guess some finishing thoughts.
Yeah. Okay. Finish your thoughts.
But yeah, so that was my experience with death growing up, and then the older I got, the more I kind of realized that it's stupid to want to be buried or cremated, because what's the point? You're literally just
you're wasting your body.
You're wasting resources at that point, and it's just selfish. And so now I don't really understand why anyone would want anything other than to donate their body to science, because you're not using it.
Yeah,
you're literally not using
body.
it. You could literally, educate someone, or, help with a medical, medical progress in, curing diseases or transplants or something like that. So why would you keep a resource you're not using anymore for a sentimental value? It's I feel like it's primarily a religious. It's got to be a completely religious thing.
Which is interesting because your mom has that religious element to her.
Yeah.
But that if
but she's also a nurse, and so she understands that why that's so important.
Your mom and religion are very interesting.
Yeah, she's not as religious as she used to be, so I mean, I can see where things deviated. It's a very interesting path where things deviated away from religion for us.
Oh god, this is a nightmare. This is spooky swamp in Blight Town.
Blight Town.
Oh god.
I'm just afraid some shit's in the water.
Yeah. I'm trying to make a better effort to wander off and find the red gems so I can upgrade shit, because they're always like off the path.
Off the beach.
Oh, there's definitely something in this fucking water though. Like, they're not gonna make me walk through the water and not throw a bunch of shit at me. Oh god. We are in a spooky land.
Spooky boy.
The spooky town.
But yeah, plus fucking funerals, man. What a goddamn racket that shit is.
Oh, God.
Funerals are expensive as shit. Coffins are expensive as shit.
Of course.
Grave sites are expensive as shit. If you want a headstone, that's expensive as shit. You're saddling your family with all of this financial burden after you're dead. Like, what is the fucking point, dude?
Yeah.
Get over
You're right.
yourself.
Just,
It's that fucking amnesia water
for
monster.
my funeral, just, invite everyone
Go!
over while they're taking my body away to donate to science, and play Smash Mouth on repeat. And that's all we really need. Just play the whole album. Play that whole album with All Star. You know, it's a terrible album. It'll be a lot of fun. Play it on loop it. Everyone can hang out, have a couple brews, and watch my body get taken away for science. Like, someone's got to take it away, right?
I mean, the science police come and get it, right?
Yeah, the fuzz.
The science fuzz.
The 5-0.
For real though, that's always been my thought, is like, I don't want people to be all sad and shit when I die. Y'all just need to, like, get together and have a party or some shit. You don't even have to, like each other. Just go get some fucking good food. Just go get some food. I don't care.
Eat some Chinese food, yeah. Make it out of me.
No! Oh God, it's like that time where you fucking told me that you wanted to be eaten when you died. I'm like, what? I'm not fucking feeding you to Conrad. You said we wanted Conrad and Trevor to eat you.
Oh no,
yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty awesome.
I don't remember what brought this up.
I need to be turned into muscle. My
I don't
protein
remember
will be
what
wasted
fucking
on
brought
death.
this up. But Victor started, I think he was joking, but only kind of. He was testing the waters to see.
I'm only ever kind of joking.
He was testing the waters to see if I was open to the idea of, like, cooking him into General Tso's chicken and feeding him to Conrad and Trevor. Like, that is for real what he was, like, saying. And I was like, Victor, no.
Dude,
no. And he's like, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Think about the amount of protein being wasted if I weren't cooking the General Tso's chicken.
If I was to be cool with this, you would be down. You would want me to fucking cook you into some General Tso's chicken and fucking feed you to Conrad and Trevor.
I'm not gonna lie, that's true. That would be great.
You said it. I know it's true.
I mean, I was onto something there.
You were not onto anything.
I am still very down for
Victor, that. I'm not cooking you.
Conrad, I know you're probably watching this. Don't let her stop you.
Okay, I hate to tell you this, Victor, but if we're married when you die, I think I get dibs on what we do with your body.
Alright, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Conrad. I'm overruling you about what we're doing with Vic's corpse. You're not eating him.
Just save her the dick. She'll be fine.
Shut the fuck up. What? You don't even have to save the dick. You can just make a mold of it and do something with that.
That's not the real thing, dude. That's... Whatever, just make a mold of it.
I'll make a bully stick for James out of your dick.
What the fuck? Yes. Alright, I'm sorry. You feel genuinely offended by the fact that I want Connor and Trevor to eat me like General
I'm not
chicken.
letting them fucking eat you, dude.
They're not gonna eat me.
I was offended the first time
if they want to and they do it, like, I can't stop them if I'm dead,
but like, I'm gonna pull the wife card and be like, no, I get dibs on what we do with this fucking corpse, and we're not eating it.
Man.
We're not eating your goddamn corpse. God fucking damn it. Victor, if that's what you want, you're just gonna have to not marry me so that I don't get dibs on what happens to you when you die.
So, okay,
so...
I'm sorry. Let's not fight about this. I'm glad you care so much about my body. I don't know, we can still save the brain for science even if they eat, like, an arm. Can they eat an arm? One arm?
No, you can't donate a cadaver with a partially eaten arm.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
What, they're not gonna take a cadaver because it's only got one arm? Like, that's fucked up. What if it's a one-armed man?
Victor, you don't understand how anatomy class works. They dissect your shit because one of the arm is for, like, more deep structures and one arm is for more superficial structures. Fine. So, like, part of it has to go down to the bone, and part of it has to go down to the muscle.
I thought it was one of the organs. I mean, I thought it would be fine if
Victor,
as long as there's
it's
organs.
literally when you're in there, they have the cadavers in like a little truck tray, and they wheel them out, and they open the lid, and they like turn the crank so that it lifts it up out of the formaldehyde.
Whoa, wait, what? That's That's like fucking Frankenstein shit. I didn't know there was like a whole fucking like formaldehyde tank you're being fucking. That's
Victor,
awesome.
How do you think they keep Victor? They keep these cadavers for like 10 years. So they have to keep them preserved. So they keep them in the formaldehyde when they're not using them, so they don't dry out.
What's it look like? Is it like in the Venture Brothers when they're in like the tanks, you know?
No. I mean, it's kind of like when you get waterlogged. You know, it's a little bit wrinkly like that. It's not as pruny as when you're waterlogged.
But like, what do the tanks look like?
Oh, I mean, it's just like a metal cart that has like a cover, and then it has a platform on it that can lift up.
So it's not like clear glass where you can see them.
Oh
like,
God, no! It's not a fucking fish tank.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's not a fucking fish tank.
Well, can I request in my will that mine is a fish tank?
No.
And then we can have a cadaver museum.
Shut up, Victor.
And then you don't have to do a class. You just
Victor,
go to. You know what?
Victor,
That should be public knowledge.
That's a real thing. You know that, right? There's a bodies museum in New York that is exactly that.
I don't want to go there, but I want you to go there because I know you'll appreciate it.
The bodies museum is literally like different parts of a cadaver. There's like a musculoskeletal system. There's a nervous system. There's someone's like just brain and spinal cord. It's really neat. Oh God, there's two of these.
That'll segue us into next episode's topic.
Bodies.
But I feel like I kind of do want to see that.
It's
so that I
dope.
Can fuel my nihilism. Just
the next time we go to New York, we should go. I haven't actually been inside, but I've seen a lot of pictures of it.
To do, but we didn't do it last time.
It's really cool. I mean, it's.
I guess
dude,
we gotta.
Dude,
I can't like morbid curiosity. You know, I gotta do it.
Victor, there's literally a display of just like someone's neurons. All the neurons in their body have been taken out of their fucking and separated, and it's laid out, and it's
gruesome.
like it's shaped like a human, but it's just your nervous system. It's crazy.
Do they have like a little room in this place where all the people who are too turned on can go jack off? Like all the fucked
Are you asking for a friend?
BDSM. Yes, I'm asking for a friend.
Because
no,
I
not
don't
into gore porn.
I don't think so. Yeah, I was going to say that that's not. This doesn't
Just
seem
saying.
like you.
I mean, if we need a place to go back, if you're getting a little hot and bothered while we're looking at all the fucked up gore in the
No,
museum.
it's just really cool that like you can dissect someone's nervous system out of their body and lay it out, and it looks like a human silhouette. Like you can see how it's a human. It's crazy.
That's just insane.
It's so cool.
Wow.
It's super dope.
Wow. Just wow.
I just thought I would put that out there.
This is still
really cool.
This is still a thing going on, right? I thought I was good. I thought I beat this little room. Now there's scary.
Now there's Skitter Boys.
I already fucking.
Stop it, Skitter Boys.
I already beat the guys. Chill out.
Chill out.
What is the challenge here now? Just are these guys gonna infinitely spawn and I gotta run?
No, they come out of the. They come out of those monsters when they die. Remember?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean,
but, like, am I supposed to be fighting them or am I?
Yeah, I think you have to
away?
kill them. Okay. Well, I mean, you don't have to, but you know. Stop it.
Got him.
So
I think we'll end this episode as soon as I'm done fighting these guys. But we had a cool discussion about gore men.
I feel like this has been an appropriate setting to talk about
exactly.
death and being buried and or giving your body to science.
We're having horror themed discussions that aren't just about horror.
It's horror themed. Welcome
about
to almost October. We're gonna have
Spooky
nothing
Bros.
but horror themed shit for the rest of your life.
It's actually not a bad idea to make October all horror games, even though I want to play Sonic Generation. I guess that's a horror in itself, but
I don't think that's how it works.
Anyways, can I pause this cutscene? No. All right, next time on Digi Bros, guys.
Chasing the booty.
We're done talking about cadavers and shit.
Dead bodies.
And I gotta not end the conversation until I switch over to the PC and